Hello, 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 and welcome back to another Rise of Empires Ice and Fire video with me, Mr. Gil. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're doing another how-to, and this is how to get resources. We're going to run through a number of different ways you are able to get resources in the game, and also where you should store resources, how you should keep resources, and hopefully talk about some of the simplicity of the ideas behind that. Resources are the defining part of this game. You need them in order to do anything. Upgrading buildings, upgrading castles, doing research, attacking, anything you require resources in order to do. There are 6 resources in the game: food, ale, wood, charcoal, marble, and iron. Let's start off with food. Food is produced primarily through your farms, and you can see them here. Bam, bam, bam. These are farms, and they will produce certain amounts of food each hour. That is automatically sent up here and kept in this front section. Think of this like the I don't know, the front of the supermarket. Even behind the supermarket there's lots more storage and all that kind of stuff, but this is the front. You can see here, this is where all of my stuff on hand. This is also the stuff that can be raided by another player. This can then be protected by yourself if you have certain researches into depot protection, and you can see other videos on that. However, all the food goes up here. Now, food is primarily used for training troops. Things like the footmen, I believe, require... Oops, not that one. Footmen, I believe. There we go. Require food to be trained. Food is also used to fill the tavern, which ups your population. And then food is used in general to improve other buildings. I believe mostly in marble is food, is it not? No, it's not marble. I think it's the tree. Lumber. Let's have a look here. Yeah, definitely lumber is used here, and I think in banks, etc, etc. So food is food. Ale is produced here by these guys. These guys produce ale at the distillery. Ale is also used in the tavern. Ale is rarely used to do any other normal building upgrades, but it is used to do the dragons, I believe. Let's just double check that. I'm sure it is. No, it's not. What did I think? Where's ale? There it is. It's used to do the dragon bolts. I apologize, not the dragon itself, the dragon bolts. It's used there, but otherwise it's not used that much. Ale is the best one for selling at your trader. Okay, next up we have wood. Wood is produced here in the lumber mills. It is also produced... where else is it produced? No, that's it really. Wood is used for an enormous amount of upgrades and is probably the second most important thing in the game. You will always need wood, and you will always be wanting more wood. Never waste wood, always keep wood high. Wood is also used to produce charcoal by burning it in the charcoal factories. However, I have videos on charcoal, as well as on taverns and charcoal storage and all that kind of stuff. That's annoying, whatever that was. There was a beep in my ear. And you should watch those if you're interested in how to save your wood. Charcoal is produced and provides energy for all of the buildings. Without energy, the buildings will not work efficiently, and then you will be losing production. However, there are ways to manage your charcoal, and there are ways to manage your buildings. There are other videos on that. Go and check them out. Marble and iron are the other two ones. Iron is really quite important. Marble is very important as well, and both of these actually are not used for anything else. So wood obviously is used to make charcoal, or to well, charcoal, food, and ale are used for population, but these two, marble and iron, are not used for anything, so they don't actually have any kind of loss or consumption effect. You can see the rest of them. There is a consumption in charcoal, there is a consumption in wood that happens on a basic hour-to-hour basis. These two do not have any consumption associated with them, so they are there just for using in upgrades, researching, etc, etc, training troops. Now, how do you get resources? There are a number of ways to get resources. The main way, the only way, the proper way, I said there's a number of ways, and then I said the only way. The main way to get resources is completing daily tasks. Daily tasks here. If we pop down here, we could see these, and I have videos on this. That daily tasks, main tasks, Reign of Chaos tasks, Clash of Province tasks, hourly tasks. All of these things give chests. All of these things, in the chests you will find more resources. This one's giving me gold today. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. That is the way. That is the main way to increase your resources. When you get those resources, they go into the hidden storage. So they go into your depot. They go into behind here. Now this is all protected. Okay, nothing in there can be taken. So this is where you want to keep the majority of your stuff. This is what a chest exists for, is that you can have the majority of your resources in the depot, safe and sound, so that when you need to do an upgrade, they are here. If you are keeping the majority of your resources in the front, that means just by gathering them or taking them from these buildings every day, you're going to get raided and you're going to lose those resources on a daily basis. The other ways you can get resources, there are certain events in Clash of Provinces, or not Clash of Provinces, I mean Reign of Chaos. In Reign of Chaos, you can have certain buildings. Those buildings will also produce some amount of resources per day. If you are not in Reign of Chaos yet, Reign of Chaos will come, and search some videos on the channel and you can find out about that. Other ways to get resources are, of course, the secondary way is by raiding other players. So if you want, you can attack another player. Where is somebody? Well, there's nobody around here, is there? Is there anybody I could scout? No, I've got a shield on. I can't do anything. Too bad, too bad, too bad. However, if you like, you are welcome to attack another player. Please make sure that they are not in your alliance. Well, that's impossible anyway. And don't be stupid about it. If you attack a higher level player, you are most likely going to lose. If you attack a player from a high level alliance, most likely the rest of that alliance is going to come down on you like a ton of shit bricks. That's what's basically going to happen. So be smart. If there is nobody to attack, then maybe you can't attack many people. You might be stuck. I personally have always said that being a farmer early on in the game is the best way to do stuff. You get more res production through your buildings, and you don't have to bother with trying to find people to attack all the time. Hello, Sri. How are you doing? Good to see you. That's our king. Fantastic, fantastic. The other way that you can get resources is obviously by gathering in the world. Now, if you gather in the world, these resources are placed in the front. Same as with attacking, those resources will come straight in here. They do not go into the depot. So there will always be a risk that somebody else can come along and steal them from you. The last way to get resources is to attack monsters. Each monster has a different type of resource. This guy you can see, Son of Forest, has as a reward some wood. White Troop has a reward, some food. They also have other things, experience, materials and equipment that can be dropped as well. The higher the level, the more resources you are going to be able to get from them. Again, attacking these guys and the resources you get will go to the front. Yeah, up here. This is what I call on-hand resources. I don't know, people might have different names for it. I call this on hand, and I call what's in the back either the depot or in the bag. I say in the bag because you do have a little bag here. That is your inventory, and that is where you can see everything in the depot or in the back. All your resources collected there. That is how to get resources. I'm sure I've forgotten something incredibly important, as I always do in every video. Or do I do it on purpose? If I've forgotten anything incredibly important, please let me know down below. But basically, guys, that is how to get resources. Yeah, you finish the chests, you attack other players, you gather in the world, and then you kill monsters. Whoops, I nearly smashed my keyboard. And that's what's going to help you grow and be strong. It will take time. Yeah, it's not easy. It's going to take time. Don't expect it to happen overnight, but you will get there if you put in the hard work. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you soon. Hey,